A lot of times, now I want to get into something before we go into these last two steps. A lot of times, sisters, I'm going to ask y'all this. A lot of times when you hear the teachers talk about marriage, or we talk about marriage, it makes it seem as if the daughter's marriage is less important than the son's marriage. It's less important to the father than their sons being married. Do you guys view it that way? Have you guys seen it that way? Raise your hand if that's the case. If you're in the chat, put a 1. Do you guys feel that it's being presented that fathers take their sons' marriages more seriously than their daughters? Do you guys view it that way? That the significance is different, where it's like they care more about their sons being married than their daughters. Or hey, this dude came, he had the money, yeah, he had the money and the finances, so hey, you can just go ahead and take my daughter. But they just give their daughters away like candy. That couldn't be further from the truth. They're on the same level of importance, but his daughter's marrying process is of a far higher level of danger and concern than his son's. Fathers take their daughters being married more seriously than their sons because there's fear involved. There's a higher level of danger in them giving away their daughters. That's a baby girl, and they're giving them to another guy. And men know how guys can be. Let's get Ecclesiastes chapter 42, verse 9. Y'all don't believe me?
Ecclesiastes chapter 42, starting at verse 9.
What does it say?
The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth.
He said, now, Rick, take some time. Don't take no notes. Just listen to this. Just hear this. It says, the father waketh for the daughter, not his son. He waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth. He's in the middle of the night. He's waking up. Read.
And the care for her takes away sleep.
He said, and his care for her takes away. He loses sleep over his daughter. From the time that she's born to the time that she's eventually married, he fears. He loses sleep about this young lady. Why? Read.
When she is young.
When she's young.
Lest she pass away the flower of her age. And being married, lest she should be hated.
He said he fears for her getting married. Who she'll marry. How that man will treat his daughter. He's waking up in the middle of the night thinking about this. Elder, you got plenty of daughters. And how much is the thought of what's to come a stress?
I would not wish on anybody to tell you that.
This is why I've always said, I don't want no daughters. I can't do that. That's a certain level of strength I don't know that I have. It says the care for her taketh away sleep when she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age and being married. He's thinking years down the road from the time that the second he holds his baby girl for the first time in his arms, he's thinking, dang, this girl will get married. Oh man. He said, and what if this man that she's given to doesn't love her the way that I love her? What if he doesn't treat her the way that I treat her? What if he doesn't care for her the way that I care for her? Read.
Verse 10. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house.
He said, lest somebody goes and steals my daughter and she has a child in my house. She is pregnant out of wedlock. She gets left. She's left alone with her child for me to have to carry the bag. I'm left alone with the bag. She's left alone with the bag. He fears about that. Because guess what? Long-term decision, those situations weigh more heavily on you all than it does on men. Long-term, because you have to carry the situation. He fears for that. He thinks about these scenarios. Read his worst fears. Read.
And when having a husband, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, lest she should be barren.
He fears that she won't act right in her marriage. Man, they're gonna think that I ain't raised my daughter right. What if she get to this dude and she start tripping and they look at me like I'm the one who jacked this thing up? He thinks, what if she can't have children? What if my daughter can't have children? All All of these things he wakes up in the middle of the night worrying about, concerning his daughter, not concerning his son. Why? Because, sisters, you realize you're being given into the possession of another man. That's dangerous. So he takes that transaction seriously.